curse, like any religion, is nothing more than a belief that your mind possesses. But a strong belief will begin to possess the mind, and the belief becomes the curse they feared. Then they can become dangerous.
Thank you for listening and watching the intro to the horror novel by J. Romano Thomas. Which of you are a fan of horror? I'm sure you will enjoy. Pedicide Hunt for the Phantom Child Killer of 1964 through 1965. The story takes place in a very segregated Baltimore City, Maryland. It's the language of the times. So, the story uses lots of nasty, harsh, and downright offensive language that was open and prevalent and racist on all sides of the city to keep things real. Racial and ethnic hate was not exclusive to one race only. Much of the violence, blood, gore, and pain is very graphic. Much of it, as the book title warns, is inflicted upon children. Although there is plenty of death to go around, this story is an exploration into hate. In our experimental video/audiobook, most of the images are images of Baltimore history. This is an audiobook. The video and images are there to help enhance the listening experience. It is not a movie or a scripted program enacting the scenes. This story is not for children, and it is warned that no children under 18 should listen. This story is also not for those who are easily offended or faint of heart. This story is a horror story inspired by an actual child serial killer in the Washington, D.C. area a few years later known as the Freeway Phantom. This killer of black children has never been caught. Anyway, I will be here at the end of each chapter to give a recap to that part of the story or to give you more character insight. Well, I hope you enjoyed Pedicide Hunt for the Phantom Child Killer 1964 through 1965. My name is Anthony Jason James, the 50-plus year alter ego of J. Romano Thomas. And I'll be back. Call me the Whisperer.
Pedicide Hunt for the Phantom Child Killer of 1964 through 1965. Story by J. Romano Thomas, 2023. Foreword. This is a fictional story formulated around certain realities that took place during my young teenage years growing up in Baltimore, Maryland, and based of a reality that took place in Washington, D.C. D.C.'s first actual serial killer was the murderer of black children. He was known as the Freeway Phantom, and he was never caught. I am your narrator and storyteller of the sad tale. My name is Joseph Romano Thomas. Most know me as J. Romano, and I was 14 at the time. Beginning in the early spring of 1964, a series of grisly child murders began. My parents were terrified during those years. I know me and my younger brother was too. More so, we lived on Bolton Hill within minutes, away from Jones Falls, where all the murdered children were found. Back then, I couldn't say this out loud without an ivory soap mouthwash, but I'm 70 years old now, so I can say it the way we felt it in 1964. It scared the shit out of us. It began on Wednesday, April 1st, 1964. I remember there was a new moon beaming through a hazy and drizzly night sky after a heavy rain earlier in the day. It was near 10 p.m. It was bedtime or near it for many kids in the Negro community. What we were called at the time before embracing being black put forth by the song, Say It Loud. I'm Black and I'm Proud, by James Brown in 1968. The leafy trees budding in the cool early spring dripped chilly water whenever a swift breeze would flow between the tree leaves and branches. Baltimore's famous cobblestone, red brick, and concrete sidewalks glistened with a shiny wet sheen under the neighborhood street lamps. No one knew when our nightmare began with the first murder that it was more than a one-off. Murder is not an anomaly in a city plagued with an abundance of black-on-black murders in poorly policed black neighborhoods. Most black neighborhoods were many times over-policed, but rarely policed fairly. Before the first murder was known as such, it was a missing child case. A 14-year-old African-American girl from Walbrook Junction named Angela Harris. The Western District Police took 3 days to take a missing persons report. Angela was found in the woods near the under-construction site of I-83 near North Avenue in West Baltimore. She was lynched and left brazenly hanging nude in the woods, tortured and raped. Angela was lynched, and on her chest above her still budding young breast was a large letter K branded into her blemish-free cocoa brown flesh. Angela was not blessed with a single inflicted wound that would have caused instant death. She suffered from prolonged, nightmarish, sadistic torture, and she suffered an indescribable type of pain. A lot of it. The coup de grace, without it being the traditional meaning of mercy, and a quick death for the amount of savagery inflicted on a child. Angela was branded, and then hung like so much of Billie Holiday's song, Strange Fruit. Once Angela's body was discovered, no one had the vision or foresight to think of her murder being only the first of 13 child murders that were a racially charged torch that was poised to burn down a major metropolitan city that was fully segregated along racial and ethnic lines. In 1964, Baltimore was a black and white city with the progressive Jewish population siding with the civil rights movement. Jewish people, mostly the older and right-leaning politically, were more supportive of Southern Dixiecrats. Asian, Hispanic, and other races made up an exceedingly small percentage of the 1960s Baltimore City population. Baltimore, over the next 2 years, was radioactive and ready for a meltdown, rushing to explode into a civil war that only the killer or killers could possibly win. All the victims were children until July 4, 1964. The police, the politicians, the rednecks, the mob and the Klan, the black militants, the black Muslims, the black churches, and the local newspapers, and our black horse and wagon fruit and vegetable vendors, who called themselves Rabs, who were our neighborhood clarions blowing the horns of war. All were in common with finger-pointing, but none solving the pattern murders of 13 slaughtered black children. The term serial killer did not exist in 1964. That came about a decade or so later, when the term was coined by FBI Special Agents Bob Ressler, John Douglas, and others. But it was serial murders just the same. In 1964, he would be called a mass murderer or a pattern killer. At some point, it was noticed that these child murders happened during or after a nighttime rainstorm. The newspapers began calling the killer the Rainy Night Killer. But when it was noticed weeks later by a career-anxious News American crime reporter wanting to become relevant, brought to the city's attention that all the bodies are children discovered in the wooded areas of Jones Falls, near I-83, and the identity of the killer is yet unknown. He created 2 catchy monikers: the I-83 Killer, or Option 2, the I-83 Phantom Child Killer. Both names stuck, and the Phantom Child Killer became a part of every black person in Baltimore's boogeyman lexicon. The Phantom had an image in our minds, like the boogeyman in the closet. But the Phantom was real, and he killed black children like me. White citizen property owners of Baltimore thought these murders made their living inside the city limits hell. But little did they know their vision of hell was almost comical compared to reality the Negro population, who had very little police security, was forced to endure, and expected to do so peacefully. It was not white children being raped, tortured, and lynched. That was their joke. But all the races of people in the city will soon learn hell is not comical for anyone. It is a living curse of evil. 13 child murders were only the beginning. I remember the times, and believe me, it was not funny. It was hell, and Baltimore was in the pit and ready to burn.
You are only moments away from the start of a nightmare. It is 5 of the most terrifying, gut-wrenching, blood-curdling chapters in the annals of fact-based horror you will have ever seen or listened to, even if you were able to live 2 lifetimes. Settle back and relax. Kick your shoes off and turn off the lights and listen, not with your ears, but with your mind. The story is fiction, but the nerve-collapsing fear, bubble guts, consternation, and hair-raising jitters are not make-believe.
I told you I would be back, and I'll be brief. The Phantom is a serial killer who has an unfettered hate for what black people called themselves in 1964, Negroes or colored people. His hate is unmeasurable toward Negro children. The Phantom Child Killer stalks his victim in the rain like a specter haunting your home at night. The Phantom Child Killer loves killing, so beware, child or not. It's time for Chapter 1, and I'll see you there at the end. This story about a serial killer who is targeting children who are black. He is known as the Phantom Child Killer, and he is a terrifying figure who loves to kill children and parents. Be careful, because he may be lurking near you at any time.
The Phantom Child Killer is derived from the non-chimerical freeway phantom, Washington, D.C. first official serial killer. He was brutal. He was heroically evil and vicious, and he is still out there with a new and younger prodigy, poised to continue his killing spree. If you're young and you're black, he may be hiding in the darkness of your home waiting to kill you or your precious babies by morning. Beware of the rain and don't open your eyes. He is right behind you. Scream.
I was lost without any direction. Had a line so many times, but I needed attention. No matter what I say, no matter my regrets, things still been said and done. There's not a part of me that wants to say no, but I have realized I had to let go. Cause something's broken, and I'm the reason. It's not that easy knowing you'll do better without me, without me, without me. I have tried, yeah, to become better. But I'd lie again if I said it'll last forever. I know I make mistakes, it's just the way I am. That's why you have to know, yeah. There's not a part of me that wants to say no, but I have realized I had to let go, cause something's broken, and I'm the reason. It's not that easy knowing you'll do better without me, was, yeah. There's not a part of me that wants to say no. But I have realized I had to let go. Cause something's broken, and I'm the reason. It's not that easy knowing you'll do better without me. Without me. Without me. Ago, God introduced me to you. Little did I know my love will last so long and true. It was God's gift from me to you. He's given us a chance brand new. Judy, I just want you to know God made Joseph only for you. Take my solo, take. I love only you, yeah. Hey. Judy, I need you to know there's very little I would not do to bring joy and happiness to you. Oh, take down my solo, take. I love only you, oh. Hey. I have never felt so complete. The smell of your sweet perfume got me hypnotized. Sometimes in life we do the right thing for the wrong reasons. I left you because of my foolish pride, but God was my guide. Really thank God for everything that has happened, for your children and the years in between. Right now I wanna let you know before it's too late, yeah. You're the woman that I want, only you, yeah. And all those years that we lost, it's all gone, oh yeah. But it's time for you and me to be one, oh Judy, yeah. Take out my solo, take. I love only you, yeah. Hey. Judy, I need you to know there's very little I would not do to bring joy and happiness to you. Oh, take down my solo, take. I love only you, oh. Hey. I have never felt so complete. The smell of your sweet perfume got me hypnotized. We are both decades older. Yes, we don't look any younger, but I love the woman you are. I love you in Jesus' name. So for me you always be Phanthom Child. You're beautiful, Judy, you're beautiful. Oh, for me you always be Phanthom Child. Oh, Judy, you're beautiful, Judy, you're beautiful. Hey, hey, yeah. Solo, take. I love only you, yeah. Hey. Judy, I need you to know there's very little I would not do to bring joy and happiness to you. Oh, take down my solo, take. I love only you, oh. So complete, the smell of your sweet perfume got me hypnotized. to leave you forever. No, no, baby, no. We just had a beat of a stormy weather. Yeah. I thought what we had was strong, but I guess back then I was wrong. I went away, but I never planned to stay. That was so long ago. Now I'm back. I'm trying to let you know. Now I'm back, and I'm trying to let you know. Now I'm back. I'm trying to make you my own. Now I'm back, and I just wanna let you know. 2315 miles is how far I'm gonna get to you, baby. Plane, train, bus, or car, baby. Yeah. 2315 is my lucky number, Judy. Yeah. I'm coming back for another chance to be your man. This time I won't go away. This time I will be a man. This time this fool is here to stay. Now baby, this time, no baby, this time we'll be together. 2315 miles is how far I'm gonna get to you, baby. Plane, train, bus, or car, baby. Yeah. 2315 is my lucky number, Judy. Yeah. I'm coming back for another chance to be your man. This time I won't go away. This time I will be a man. This time this fool is here to stay. Now baby, this time, no baby, this time we'll be together. God let me find you, and you found me too. He knows my love for you. My love's always been so true. Yeah, baby girl. Oh, baby girl. I want you to know if I have to run or crawl, I'll do anything. I'll do it all. I'll do it all, baby. I'll do it all, baby. 2315 is the distance to be back in your arms. No hurricane, no earthquake or tsunami will make me miss the only lips I long to kiss. Oh, baby. Right now I have 2315 miles travel to make it back to your embrace. Oh, Judy, yeah. Just 2315 to see a smile on your face. Oh, my baby. And God knows how much I love you. And 2315 is what I'm ready to do. Yes, Judy, I do it for you. I do it for you. I do it for you. 2315 miles is how far I'm gonna get to you, baby. Plane, train, bus, or car, baby. Yeah. 2315 is my lucky number, Judy. Yeah. I'm coming back for another chance to be your man. This time I won't go away. This time I will be a man. This time this fool is here to stay. I'm going nowhere. Now baby, this time, no baby, this time we'll be together. 2315 miles is how far I'm gonna get to you, baby. Plane, train, bus, or car, baby. Yeah. That's right. That's right. 2315 is my lucky number, Judy. Yeah. I'm coming back for another chance to be your man. This time I won't go away. This time I will be a man. This time this fool is here to stay. Now baby, this time, no baby, this time we'll be together.
Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. Whoa. So as soon as you walk through the door, with discretion not just to ignore. Ain't a better dress you could have worn, shining you, the moonlight's on the floor. Every other fella's fantasy, standing right here next to me. Girl, you feel this energy, chest to chest, but we desire more. Let this moment happen naturally, don't play with me. Prove me right that this ain't chemistry. It's poppin', baby, it's possible. Smelling so phenomenal. Shawty, you incredible. So sensational how our bodies explode. Pick from the garden, you're my rose. If good living wine, you my rose. Finding needless to say, need you over my way. Cause every moment that you're not here is commotion. You're like waves to the ocean. The way you move cause devotion. Seen the world but ain't no better view. Saw you soon as you walk through the door. With discretion I chose to ignore. Ain't a better dress you could have worn, shining you, the moonlight's on the floor. Every other fella's fantasy, standing right here next to me. Girl, you feel this energy, chest to chest, but we desire more. Let this moment happen naturally, don't play with me. Prove me right that this ain't chemistry. It's poppin', baby, it's possible. Smelling so phenomenal. Shawty, you incredible. So sensational how our bodies dance in the light, let me look into your eyes, yeah. Get closer, gripping fingers on your thighs, yeah. Move sweet like an iced tea, call it honest. Every moment
with you is euphoria. Back it up, glorious. Style grace notorious. Straight lust obvious.
baby, it's you. At this moment, take it naturally, don't play with me. Prove me right that this ain't chemistry. It's poppin', baby, it's possible. Smelling so phenomenal. Shawty, you incredible. So sensational how our bodies explode. At this moment, take it naturally, don't play with me. Prove me right that this ain't chemistry. It's poppin', baby, it's possible. Smelling so phenomenal. Shawty, you incredible. So sensational how our bodies explode.
I remember our first dance and the way that you laughed. I remember thinking to myself, I'll never have a chance. You were out of my league, and I couldn't believe that you would open up your arms and have a dance with me. I remember our first kiss, it was nice and slow. Our bodies danced close in the garden alone. I closed my eyes and thank God for the blessing I found. When you were dancing in my arms, it felt like no one's around. I could look into your eyes and see the kindness inside. You were the one to hold the love that I was trying to find. For you, I moved the oceans and the mountains aside, holding hands through the future on this wonderful ride. And the seed that we planted in the garden at night was a seed that will grow into a beautiful life. It was fresh out of movie, I was falling for Judy. I wrote this song in the garden for you, yours truly. I always remember the night that we met, a night that I'll assure you that I'll never forget. We were both at a party and we're ready to leave. I was like Adam and you were like Eve. I'll always remember the night that we met, a night that I'll assure you that I'll never forget. And our love steady grows with exceptional beauty. The garden of love, in the garden with you. In a moonlit garden, two strangers fell in love. It was written in the heavens and sent from above. No one could have seen it, it was love at first sight. And forever in my heart, I'm gonna cherish that night. You have nothing to fear, Judy, I'll always be there for the ups and the downs that together we share. And I promise not to bend to ever break your heart. And our friends don't want us happy, wanna keep us apart. I swear there is no other to replace you, Judy. You bring out the sunshine when my days are gloomy. And the woman that I met in the garden of love, has my heart flying high like a beautiful dove. And the seed that we planted in the garden at night was a seed that will grow into a beautiful life. It was fresh out of movie, I was falling for Judy. I wrote this song in the garden for you, yours true. In the garden of love. I'll always remember the night that we met, a night that I'll assure you that I'll never forget. We were both at a party and we're ready to leave. I was like Adam and you were like Eve. I'll always remember the night that we met, a night that I'll assure you that I'll never forget. And our love steady grows with exceptional beauty. The garden of love, in the garden with you.
I wrote these few songs selected from a 12-song album I wrote back in 2013 to express my love and willing devotion to the only woman I have ever loved without conditions, Catalia Marie Judian Stevens. Like these and others, this book is dedicated to her. She was called home, but my love is forever. I miss you. We almost made it. Oh, the contrast of these songs to the heartless and other negative characters littered throughout Pedicide is why mine added them beyond a straightforward dedication. I don't want anyone to think for a second that my mind lives in the realm of the rackest, murderous phantom. Anyway, the book is a giveaway. Enjoy. J. Romano.